Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. The rise of the US dollar since the 19th century. Now, this is one of those graphics that change over time. You guys can see here the time marker. And Dr. Martin Hisbach was the one who posted this. I just thought this was more interesting than anything, just demonstrating a dollar dominance in terms of the year and where it has shifted. As you guys can see, the US dollar changing, right, and taking more of a market cap compared to the Great British Pound. And so, I mean, we don't have to watch the full thing. I just thought I'd bring this up because I thought it was quite interesting here. Let me just scroll through here. You guys can see as soon as the 1960s hit, US dollar dominance really kind of ramped up there. And now we're seeing a bit of a shift in a different direction. You can see here, even as of the 90s, a huge US dollar dominance market cap. But, more currencies taking some market capitalization. And even here, even if I scroll right back to the end here, December 2022, you can see US dollar dominance still at 58.4%. Now, the euro has taken up some of that. We got the Great British Pound here still at 5% and the Japanese yen at 5.5, along with some of these other currencies like the Swiss franc, the Australian dollar, the Canadian dollar, the Chinese renminbi at 2.7%. So that is one that we're going to be eyeing very, very closely over the coming years. All eyes on the Chinese renminbi and the Russian ruble for that matter, which is not even listed on this chart as of now. So where do you see the dollar in 10 years? Tell me. And Martin Hisbach here has just opened it up to his Twitter followers. I will link this in the description if you guys are interested in chiming in on this. I thought it was an interesting infographic anyway, even just for the visual, just showing how dollar dominance has actually increased over the last century and how we are going to potentially see that change in the next 10, 20, possibly 30 years. Wanted to keep moving, guys. Spend the Bits has just announced another payment integration we are happy to support in Intrindify, a new NFT marketplace, in their payment integration initiative. So Intrindify did post this partnership announcement, exciting news. We're thrilled to announce that we have partnered with Spend the Bits with a new integration available on Intrindify, ready to get to use Bitcoin, XRP, and XZVO to purchase unique NFTs like never before, guys. And as you know, Spend the Bits is a wallet that can transfer crypto assets like Bitcoin that are notoriously slow, and they transfer it over the XRP ledger. And I think this is part of what sets them apart from a lot of these other payment crypto payment companies. Running on the XRP ledger, of course, that makes it more of a seamless experience. And now they have this new partnership to announce. So congratulations to Jay and everybody at Spend the Bits. There is no slowing down for the XRP ledger. I happen to see this from Michael Branch. The XRP ledger community has announced the launch of the XRPL Accelerator Program. So they're looking to boost blockchain entrepreneurs. They've recently unveiled the XRPL Accelerator Program, a 12-week initiative tailored to support blockchain entrepreneurs building on the XRP ledger specifically. So applications are open until May the 1st, and the programs aim to help businesses in the blockchain sector scale and achieve mass adoption. And guys, there's a grant. I guess the first prize is $50,000. It's a mentorship from industry leaders and opportunities for startups to refine their product market fit and network with investors and partners. Ideal candidates for the XRPL Accelerator will have a minimum viable product or an MVP and a business model strategy already in place. Having a product live on the XRP ledger is encouraged but not mandatory. So I guess they're looking for projects that are already a ways in to the project. To qualify, teams must pass a technical review and showcase strong technology, a compelling use case, and a hypothesis for market validation. So for you startups and developers out there looking to work on the XRP ledger, there's so many opportunities for you guys out there. The Accelerator Program is aiming for 8 to 10 projects specifically per cohort and is designed primarily as a virtual program with an on-site demo component. The demo day for the first cohort is scheduled for August 21st to the 25th in New York City. So more development occurring, obviously, on the XRP ledger. Seems like, it does not stop. There is constant development on the XRP ledger. And, with programs like this, the Accelerator Program, just helping to drive more value to the XRPL, ultimately giving more value to the XRP cryptocurrency once we see, a lot of these projects start to scale up and start being used in real markets. So anyway, wanted to thank Michael for posting that. Mickey B. Fresh also bringing us some XRPL news. Wave 6 incoming of XRPL Web3 project grants. So focusing on specific categories here. I don't know if this is even the same. I think this is a different grant program, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. This is a 12-week initiative program. the one that I was just talking about, and this is the XRPL grants program. They're looking for projects that address financial inequities, streamline traditional finance processes, and provide innovative new use cases for the XRP ledger. So I think this is actually a different one, looking to provide new use cases. The project funded will include a combination of applications and services, tools, and middleware. Types of projects that may be funded in Wave 6 include, but are not limited to, and then it continues over here, and there's a whole slew of new projects that they're focusing on: financial equity, inclusion, regenerative finance, refi, decentralized finance, lending, borrowing, DEX, AMM, automatic market maker interfaces and integrations, asset management, data and indexing, payments, e-commerce, merchant tooling and integration, tokenization, regulatory compliant real-world assets, decentralized compliance and security, interoperability, of course, that's a big one, token bridging, cross-chain messaging, implementation of blockchain interoperability, protocol technology with another blockchain, developer tools, oracles, and insurance. So guys, this is Wave 6 of the XRPL grants program. These guys are just not slowing down, so I wanted to thank Mickey B. Fresh for posting that. I'm going to switch gears a little bit here with regards to some Vechain news. Vechain seems to be pumping out more updates. Vechain's use of RFID technology allows for real-time tracking of important data such as temperatures, locations, quality, and shipment movement. So, just kind of running the gamut, finding different avenues, different problems that they can solve. And so the Vechain blockchain, very versatile, and they're proving themselves to be a one-of-a-kind network for businesses across the globe. Vechain's inbuilt technology tackles a pain point for many businesses, allowing for ease of scalability and credibility. Vechain's IoT sensor and RFID technology place the network above many of its counterparts. And so just to give you guys some stats, the number of IoT devices connected is expected to skyrocket to 26 billion by the year 2030. Vechain is tapping into the billion-dollar industry as it has established that the optimization of blockchain and the IoT technologies are a key part of their mission. And here's what they wrote in a blog post: IoT technology helps to establish the corresponding relation between the real physical world and the world of blockchain. IoT technology can greatly reduce the factors of human intervention and manipulation by the source of data collection and thus ensure the authenticity of all data involved. So this is interesting. I gotta say, the use of radio frequency identification and sensors and tags. This is something that I guess we're not really hearing too much with regards to blockchain technology, but adopting real world physical sensors with regards to, and as I mentioned earlier, temperature, location, quality, and shipment movement on the network, and then applying that data set to the blockchain. That can open up a whole new set of problem-solving capabilities. This helps companies to cut down on their losses as shipments are safer and less likely to go missing, as one example. So there you have it, guys. Vechain, finding new avenues to conquer, and it looks as though they are being very successful at doing so. So I wanted to thank Cryptic Poet for posting that. Ripple was also mentioned on the Faster Payments Council list of sponsors, guys. If you didn't catch this, this happened last month, March 2023. Ripple listed there in and amongst some other Ripple partners, which I thought was cool. BNY Mellon, the clearinghouse. We've got MasterCard and Wells Fargo there. So, I think it's fairly clear. Ripple is branching out in so many ways. Not only that, the XRP ledger is seeing a lot more development and, has been ramping up over the last few years. We're seeing new use cases, right? And multiple grant programs and initiatives are occurring in conjunction with one another. It's not just, okay, we're going to have, a contest once a year to see who, provides the best XRPL product or whatever. This is like a constant onslaught of development. And, so many different types of these programs that are building on the XRP ledger are happening concurrently, as we speak. So being ubiquitous for Ripple and the XRP ledger, I think is, part of what's really going to drive XRP utility, demand for XRP. And guys, with demand for XRP, that is when we're going to get the price of XRP to move up. Now, in terms of getting the price to move up and in terms of credibility, in terms of partnerships, in terms of it being ubiquitous, not only does the grunt work have to happen on the XRP ledger, but we also have to have partners, influential partners that are interested in using the XRP ledger. Which brings me to this, guys, Matthew Liny bringing this to our attention. Now, this was a brand new paper, a brand new white paper, Blockchain for Scaling and Climate Action, okay, April 2023. So just from this month, published by none other than the WEF, the World Economic Forum, pushing its climate action Agenda. So you guys can see here the screen grab from Matthew Lany, Blockchain for Scaling Climate Action, the white paper, April 2023, directly from the World Economic Forum. And guys, I happen to find it online here. It's a PDF, and I will link this in the description of this video for you. And guys, if you go down to this page down here, it's page 12 in the document, you can see all the different solutions, the categories within the refi ecosystem that the World Economic Forum has mentioned. And they're very specific about these different categories, like open MVR and forestation data, origination of ecological credits, distribution of energy supply and energy independence and microgrids, and the companies that are associated with, with a lot of these types of projects. Well, guys, if you go down here, carbon neutral blockchains, take a look at some of the carbon neutral blockchains that the World Economic Forum has outlined. Polygon, Algorand, the XRP ledger, Celo, Ethereum, Hedera, and Filecoin. So, along the lines of those WEF cryptocurrencies and blockchains, from that old June 2021 report, it's looking as though these guys are still focusing on some of those blockchains, including Algorand, XRP, Celo. They were on the original list. And then they've even included Hedera, Filecoin, Polygon. So, could be some cryptocurrency projects to be paying attention to. Not to mention this, guys, funding public goods and impact projects. They also mentioned the Ripple Sustainability Fund. So not only are they mentioning the XRP ledger, they're also mentioning Ripple in this document here. So obviously one of those influential organizations, nefarious, yeah, but one of those organizations, nevertheless, that is going to help implement cryptocurrency technology globally, getting countries, guys, not just at the company level, but, so influential that they can influence entire nations. And I'm not saying that's right, but they have the power to do so. So running on blockchain technology, it does bode well for us that Ripple and XRP are in fact listed, Ripple and XRP, or the XRP ledger rather, both listed in this most recent document from April of 2023. So just this month. Wanted to thank Matt for posting that. So it does get you wondering why the SEC is fighting back and fighting back so hard. The crypto meme guy here on Twitter posting this, the day Brad Garlinghouse tweeted that there were 15 JPM executives in Ripple's office was the day we were told we would be in for a crap storm. You don't send 15 executives anywhere unless it's a takeover or a partnership. I don't know if you guys watch Succession, probably one of my favorite shows on TV at the moment. I'm kind of a little upset that it is ending after this season, but probably for the best. The crypto meme guy points out Brad dropped that little nugget so we would find the truth. And, I think this meme speaks volumes. Give me some of that sweet escrow, says Jamie Dimon, GFYS. I think you guys can figure out what that means, says Brad Garlinghouse. And then Jay Clayton claims XRP is a security, basically stating the fact that Ripple did not want to play ball during a potential buyout or during a potential takeover, I guess maybe a hostile takeover, an attempt at one anyway. Ripple did not want to play ball, and this is why they are now being sued by the SEC. The crypto meme guy also posted this out back last year in September. The shots were fired. JPM wanted in on Ripple and XRP, and Brad told him and his 15 execs to fly a kite. And here's a clip of Brad Garlinghouse mentioning the 15 executives that were sent by JP Morgan Chase.
When we talk about Jamie Dimon Fund that make billions and billions of dollars of profit by virtue of that perch. 99.9% of banks don't make money in this ecosystem in terms of cross-border payments. Jamie Dimon makes a technical term of a shit ton of money by sitting there. So when I hear Jamie Dimon saying it's a fraud, I think to myself, well, of course he's going to say that. He's talking. And by the way, there's also people who conspiratorially, he's trying to talk down the price of Bitcoin so JPM can buy it. Like the idea that JP Morgan isn't actively working in the blockchain and Bitcoin space is not true. Frankly, I don't mind sharing. There are 15 senior JP Morgan people at Ripple's offices this afternoon. Now, unless JP Morgan's going to fire them.
Does JP Dimon know that?
Apparently not. Anyway, so look, that's.
I'll leave this clip in the description of the video if you want to watch the rest of it, but Brad Garlinghouse spilling the beans. There were 15 executives at the Ripple offices that afternoon that Brad Garlinghouse was doing this talk, and I guess they came in unscheduled. Considering Brad Garlinghouse is just hearing about this, he probably would have been present had it been a scheduled meeting. Things that make you go, did they want to strong-arm Ripple to make a deal to transfer over the escrow in their hands so that they could benefit from the utility of XRP? And so then we know by 2019, JP Morgan did, try to come up with their own digital asset. Brad Garlinghouse did, come out and criticize that publicly. This, again, an older article from February of 2019. Brad Garlinghouse says the newly announced digital asset from JP Morgan misses the point of a cryptocurrency. I believe he did mention that it was redundant. He was talking about JPM coin. And here's a quote: "As predicted, banks are changing their tune on crypto, but this JPM project misses the point. Introducing a closed network today is like launching AOL after Netscape's IPO. 2 years later, and bank coins still aren't the answer." So clearly, they didn't get it. They didn't understand the memo. Fast forward a few years now, and I think more of these bankers do understand what the heck is going on. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, now that I'm looking at these tweets and listening to this clip, in close succession, I'm realizing, you know what? The crypto meme guy has a point here, and I'm sure he's not the only one that has thought this. 15 execs entered the office, and I'm just putting two and two together now. Brad Garlinghouse not even being there when they show up. Things that make you go, the industry is telling us one thing, telling us retail traders one thing, and doing another. Because the industry is going to be regulated eventually, we as retail traders have to be prepared. So how do we do this? Merlin on a Roll on Twitter posted this, and this is a clip from Coin Bureau's YouTube page, and I think he imparts some important wisdom here. With regulations comes big money, and it takes institutional money to see the kind of movement that we got a glimpse of in 2020. This will be, guys, listen carefully, this will be a multi-trillion-dollar asset class in the years to come. It's stated that by 2027, it will be worth, now get this, $250 trillion. Let's put that into perspective, guys. Today, the market is worth $1.2 trillion. So you can only imagine what that would mean for retail holders.
Now, at the end of the day, crypto regulations are required for institutions to invest in the industry, and institutions are the ones with most of the money. Only they can turn crypto into a multi-trillion-dollar asset class, and what we saw during the most recent crypto bull run was a glimpse of what's to come. The best part is that retail investors like us will eventually have the advantage, because most of us understand that there's more to crypto than paper profits. The institutions don't see it that way, and this means that they will sell every time a coin or token hits some arbitrary number in fiat currency terms. Meanwhile, retail investors will continue to buy regardless of the paper price, and for once, they won't be the ones getting dumped on. The money institutional investors get in return will lose value until it's converted into a CBDC, and all their assets will be tokenized on a blockchain the government controls. And when their CBDCs and tokenized assets are frozen because they did or said something against the state, they'll realize that crypto is the only asset that offers true financial freedom. By then, of course, it'll be too late, and all the retail investors who realize this early on will become the new institutional investors. You heard it here first.
So retail becoming the new institutional investor. I think what he's saying without saying it is keep hodling, guys. XRP is just one of them. But if you're following closely to what the big guys are doing, you will find some breadcrumbs and hints along the way. Not financial advice, obviously. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing, and that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.